Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Capricorn point of view from March 15th to April 15th, 2023. Capricorn, let's see what messages we have coming up. Now, this is not a money and career reading. It is not a love reading. This is point of view from Capricorn energies. Let's see what's coming in. Let's see how you feel about it, what sense you make of it, and how you are moving forward in these new energies coming in, Capricorn. Okay, here you are, right here. King of Pentacles, I love it. Ambitious, too many cards. Abundance, right? But it's you're so reliable, right? In this ambitious state of mind. You're confident. You're confident this is all going to work out. You're confident, right, in your soul, in your approach, in your point of view. King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Options. Weighing options. Where do you stand? What do you want to pick? What's your next step forward? Seven of Cups. It feels like you know what you want, but you have a lot going on. And the last couple of months have been brewing up to a certain circumstance, whether it is life-related, love-related, career-related, all of the above, right? You're moving towards your next step. You're moving towards your next choices in life. Yes, moving, letting go of that state of mind, the confusion, the not knowing, what to pick, what to choose, or not feeling the satisfaction or the connection, or, that is what you want. Still searching for that soul path, adjusting along the way. Are you lost? No. But you're navigating new seas, and by navigating, you really want to touch upon what is most important for you. And I feel like that goes for all signs. You're leaving something behind, but you're confident about it now. You know it's the right thing to do, or it is what you want to do, right? Because you aren't connecting. I think this Five of Pentacles is you not being satisfied with your current situation or with the last situation, right? And the Five of Pentacles is maybe financial loss, the disconnect, the isolation, not feeling satisfied financially or career-wise, or with the job, or with the salary you had, or you negotiated, and that, right? And again, it's not a career reading, but the Five of Pentacles is really the dissatisfaction of the financial situation right now. And you're moving out of that. You're moving out of that, but there are options to weigh. What path are you going to take? What is this all about? Five of Swords, the battle, the ego battle. Why is this so difficult? Why do I have to stand my ground constantly and figure things out and make sure people understand me, make sure people hear what I have to say with this Five of Swords? The ego battle, the consistent ego battle. And I think that you, in this situation, and it feels like more of a job situation, it feels like you are entering a more, how can I say, it's almost like you're not okay, you're not satisfied or you will not be satisfied with what you had before. In other words, what you had before, whatever it is, life situation, family situation, career, all of the above, that's not enough for you anymore. So you were content, or you were okay with the situation for a while, maybe during the world situation. And now you realize that, you know, okay, enough. It's not enough for me. I am not, it's not about fulfilled. This is not enough for me. I'm not making enough money, or this relationship is not working, or I'm not okay anymore with this family situation, with this dynamic. I am now moving on to my own empire, to my own situation, building my success, building my love, my happiness. And it feels like you have battled a lot. Everything was an ego battle. Everything has become a situation. Everything was not satisfactory, right? And to all this, though, all these battles for just having to prove yourself constantly, to prove yourself in a family matter, to prove yourself in a job, to prove yourself in a relationship, to prove yourself in a day-to-day situation. You felt, or you feel like you constantly have to prove yourself, but you know, with all kinds of situations. But you're moving, look at this, you're moving into something so much bigger than you thought, right? The 10 of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're trying to prove, or whatever it is that you are disembarking from, because that's the way it feels like you're leveling up your life, that you know now that you're worth so much more. And the everyday battles are not important. The everyday ego situations, feeling hurt in your ego, or feeling you hurt someone else's ego. And I feel like this comes up constantly right now, where everything is a situation. Everybody gets very emotional, and everybody's very sensitive about all kinds of things. And really, it's about recentering ourselves with what is most important. Is it important really that that person, you know, wasn't moving fast enough in that lane? You know, and does that have to amount to, you know, difficult conversations or same thing on social media? Is it really important to call out people on things that have nothing to do with our lives, that have nothing to do, that do not touch us, that we don't not relate to us, not part of our lives, nothing? Do we have to go to places to hurt, to just for our personal ego? Not quite sure, right? Unless really it boosts your ego that way because you hurt someone, or you got some battle going on, and you know, maybe people really have a lot of time on their hands to just go out there and spew whatever they need to make their life more important, or their ego boost, right? That's a lot of time wasted. And I think that's the way you feel now, Capricorn. Sorry for the rant. I feel like you are so tired of the battles, and so tired of the minutia and the battles of nonsense that really are a waste of time. I find a waste of time in many things. Everybody has their own concerns. Everybody has their own lives. Everybody has their own daily things and daily battles, personal battles to deal with. There's a lot going on. To top it all with nonsense, really entertainment, because I feel like this putting oil on the fire thing, pointing out people and really brewing a lot of things about nothing is really because people have a lot of time on their hands and really have nothing else to do. Who cares if someone doesn't like blue? Who cares? Does it change your life? No. Let them like blue. You like green. That's okay. That's really what it is. And it's the battle of every day. And your situation has been about that, resituating yourself, recalibrating yourself, reconnecting, and really letting go. And I'm not saying you're doing this, Capricorn, not at all. The world is doing this. I'm not pinpointing on you at all. The chaos, this is the world. It's chaotic, chaos, chaotic. But in this chaos or in this confusion on a day-to-day basis, you feel you have to prove yourself. Persevere, push through, but constantly have to prove yourself every step of the way, right? The battle, the battle, the battle. Moving on, battle. Moving on, battle. Moving on, battle. And then you have the Hermit. We're really profoundly putting yourself in question, putting everything in perspective with the Hermit. But you understand also that these answers, these changes, the what, the why is it so complicated? Why does it keep changing? Why is everything so different? Or why does no one care? Or it really seems like, and this is in general, it really feels like no one cares about anything important, but everybody cares about nonsense that is totally not important or interesting. And that is, everybody delves into that and enjoys, it's everybody's entertainment to argue and aim at people for really ridiculous reasons. And a lot of people are just thoroughly enjoying that in life instead of focusing maybe on what might be important. I don't know why I'm having this rant here, Capricorn, but you know, that is the way it feels. But you are having to dig deep in your energies to find, to find the answers. To find the answers on what makes you happy, to find the answers on what is going to make you push forward, on how you can solve the situation, on how you can relate to the next energies. That's what the Hermit is all about, drawing your energies inward to find those answers, to seek and take a break from the everyday nonsense, the everyday, all-day situations. And I think you have to dig deep within your soul to realize, that you have the knowledge, that you have the sense of truth, and that other people, it's not within the distractions of the world or within the nonsense of the world, that you're going to find the answers. The answers are within. And this whole situation, whatever it is for you, whatever it means for you, and it will be different for each and every one. Maybe it's you're moving, maybe you're transitioning jobs, maybe you're transitioning relationships, maybe it is a profound personal transition, right? Your frame of mind is changing, your frame of mind is different, and you're looking for different energies. What you're seeking today is not what you were seeking a year ago. Most people, right? But for you, it's really about reevaluating your personal goals, reevaluating your overall path. And that's what's taking time, step by step by step, but you're persevering, you're battling through. You're finding your balance here with the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You're there. Money is coming in. Money is going to settle in and sort of harmonize, all of this all of these questions that you have. You are thoroughly considering a new direction. And if you haven't considered a new direction, I feel like it's coming in, whether it be moving to another country, moving to another city, changing careers completely. Huge pivotal time here, right? It's huge. I think that you're really looking at life with a deeper perspective, a more understanding, and your priorities are changing. And it's really about understanding that you're looking at life in a different way. Three of Swords, sorry. I feel like I'm focusing on the cards, so sometimes I get energies coming in and I'm just, you know, letting them come in. I feel like these disappointments, this Three of Swords, this disconnect. So it's either maybe a loss of a job or the end of a relationship or, you know, just a family situation that has been difficult. That has pushed you to keep your space, to want your space, and to have your own life, to have your own bubble and develop whatever you want in your own bubble, your own desires, your own love, your own situation, your own career, your own relationship, and protect yourself in that bubble. And that's what you're building now. You're building your bubble. And it's a good bubble. You've saved your money for this. You know, it really feels like it's a big transition. It really feels like you are not only building that bubble, but building that bubble of love, of comfort, of kindness, of serenity. And you're really confident in pushing forward. King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. You're bold. And it's almost like you're steadfast no matter how the wind is swirling around you and the nonsense is swirling around you. Because for you, you really feel like this is a whole bunch of nonsense, which I completely understand. Because these situations are conflictual, but they're conflictual because people are focused on petty conflicts, on irrelevant situations, and you're tired of irrelevant and you're tired of dealing with stupidity. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the way it feels. The frustration is you dealing with the outside world of, and I don't like to say stupidity, but that's the way it feels. It feels, why am I having these conversations? Why are these people not listening to me? Or why are we not understanding or not speaking the same language? Whether it be a relationship or family or career or anything, right? You feel like you're not understood or you're not heard or you're not speaking the same language. And therefore, that is why you have the obstacles upon obstacles to move forward in this energy. But you are moving forward. Knight of Cups. Love coming in. We have Prince Charming coming in, or Princess, obviously, not gender specific. You're moving forward on a more loving energy. Kinder. Yes. Can be a water sign. It's very emotional. You are finding someone. Now, it can be a water sign, doesn't have to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but you have the Knight of Cups, someone that is loving, caring, that sort of wants to embark you on a whole adventure. And then you have the Queen of Cups, someone by your side, emotional yet available to listen to you, to guide you, deep conversations, being able to say words and listen to one another and learn to know one another, being there for one another. That's the vibe here. And I think that you are at the end of, with the 10 of Wands, at the end of that heavy, stressful situation, all around life situation where everything is chaotic, right? Everything is, and nothing makes sense to you. And you're there, you're doing your thing, you have your job, but everything seems complicated, right? But I think that goes for everyone. Everything seems complicated, but you're moving on to something new. You're growing. You might be starting your business. You might be starting a family. You might be having a baby. Here is the Empress, the beauty of the Empress, being there for others, connecting with others, but also the sensitivity and sensibility of just understanding your energies now, understanding who you are. You know, the maternal instincts, the well-being, the sensuality, right? You know that this new energy coming in, or whatever it is that you are moving into, is now much more sensitive, but also much kinder, loving, respectful with this Empress. But you're also looking for that, Capricorn. Confident. Water sign or Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be. But it seems like you are, or you have by your side, or teaming up with someone else, right? That is coming into your life. Doesn't have to be love, but it seems to be, it could be a relationship. But we have the Three of Pentacles, so it can be someone you're working with. It can be even a family member, a friend, a coworker with whom you're working with and building something, growing into something new. Or it is a relationship, right? Someone that you've been working with whom you're having a relationship. Either or just starting a business or starting a job, but really finding finding the power and the sensitivity in this job, in this business. It is empowering, but it's also, you could be helping others, guiding others, being there for others, listening to others, or creating beautiful objects, creating something, right, aesthetically pleasing, something like that. You are moving into a complete new energy, a complete new world after the 10 of Wands. It's almost like you don't have to prove yourself anymore. And the Empress just signifies that strong connection with your feminine energies. So it's balance, creativity, intuition, right? But also fertility and elegance and sensuality, right? The necessary, it is necessary for you to create or to build. That is what you want now. You want to build a pond, you want to build a family, or you want to build a business, or you want to create, right? Finding that balance between the feminine and masculine. And you want to connect with that side, with that feminine energy, to create beautiful, or create beauty in your life, create beauty around you, you know, connecting with your senses. It's really about the new experience, deep fulfillment in this new energy and this new, it's discovering new ways of expressing yourself, new ways of living, new ways of creating, new ways of using your talent creatively. It is you want to surround yourself with the beauty of the world. And it's just offering gratitude for all the abundance you have in your world. And that's what you're aiming for. The love and the beauty. And who doesn't want that, right? But you have worked a lot for that. You've saved your money. So it's almost like you've saved your money to go off in the sunset, right? And go buy a house somewhere and grow and have a family, and or move to the next step, right? Move in with someone, or move to the place you really want to live in, or work in that company that you really want to work for that requires moving, or having, you know, building a family, or moving closer to your friends, or closer to family, whatever represents love and plenitude for you, right? Happiness, whatever that bubble represents for you, because it will be different for each and every one. Some are aiming for that job, some are aiming for kids, right? Some are aiming for a relationship or marriage, or some are aiming for being back home or closer to home, or moving to another country, or building a new career, right? Everybody has that different bubble they want now. The cozy bubble, the loving bubble. That's what the Empress is all about. You are building upon that. So whether you're building with a team of people within a company, within your business, or your family, you're building a family, building a house, building your life, you're not alone. You're not alone. You can have a water sign, right? You can have maybe an Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be, but it feels like you're not alone in this situation. You're either meeting someone, or this is someone you met already via your job, or via a certain work situation. Let's see if we have a few more cards in this deck. Yes. So, double the Five of Swords, still that ego. Let me just grab a little drink of water. Five of Swords, the battle. Let the ego go, right? Because as you build, as you find love, as you build these energies, they feel very tender, very loving, very kind. And it feels like that's what you're aiming for, because you've been through, it's almost like, you know, a little bit like Scorpio going through, you know, the wash cycle, the rinse cycle, the dry cycle, right? It's like forever and ever and ever having to prove yourself, and that obstacle after obstacle, and just not jiving with people, just not thinking the same way, or just constantly having to feeling that you have to confront every situation, every step of the way. Moving forward. You do not have to battle every step of the way. And here you have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. It's the good karma coming in, the good luck coming in, but it's also that motor, you know, you're putting on the motor again and moving forward again. Movement forward, action forward with the Wheel of Fortune. Moving in the right direction. But the Wheel of Fortune is moving in the right direction because you understand that things are constantly changing. And I feel like I say this often in these readings, no matter what this sign is, I feel like it's important to understand the constant changes, and that is why there is chaos, right? The constant changes of energies, shifting back and forth. And once we think we got it, or once we think we understand where we are and what we want and how we're building forward and what is most important in our life and how we're pushing forward, it moves again. It shifts again. Another obstacle, or we thought we got it, but no, back and forth and back, you know, it 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. That's the way it feels constantly in this world, right? But once we understand that, life is not linear, that is a constant flow, constant change. Once we understand that, then we realized right? Once we have that adapting method, right? That we know things are going to change. We know we cannot trust energies to be stagnant for too long. The shifts are constantly there. Then the good karma comes in, the good luck, that life cycle keeps moving. And your destiny is right there, right? This is a turning point. And because life is a constant change, right? You know that now, from now on, it is going to get better and better. And this, you know, sort of good luck is returning and good fortune is returning because you've accepted to shift in different directions and to adapt with the flow, right? So have faith in yourself. And, you know, as life changes, but it's as you have faith, the universe is pushing you in a positive direction. So look out for signs, look out for, synchronicities. I feel like the magic of fate and destiny is about to happen. And just look forward. Be open to the help of others, to the support along this journey. Accept what's happening. Accept and adapt and go with the flow. It keeps turning, but I think there are opportunities that will pop in that you might not have thought of that might be available. Big changes, big changes in your life. And that is why it's so chaotic. That is why it's so confusing. That is why you feel like there are battles along the way, because you're pushing through the tunnel to your destiny, right? The universe is guiding you, so let the universe guide you, right? Allow these energies to move around. Allow your soul to be transported, right? And to your bubble, right? Because that's really about building that bubble. But until you can, until you understand that, yes, it's going to change and it changes constantly, right? Then once you understand that, then you can sort of adapt and temper. We don't have the temperance. So I feel like you're just pushing for, yeah, we don't have the temperance, we have the devil. Yeah. But at one point, there you are, Capricorn. At one point, you have to detach yourself from thinking that life is fixed and, that is who you are and that is who you have always been. And that's how you always lived in the same city, or you always had the same job, or you almost more or less, had that life. And if life changes or if things change, yes, it's important to adapt. Do we always want to? No. And that goes for everyone. But the devil is you thinking that there's only one way, and that you were born that way, and that you had that job, or you lived in that town, and you have your friends there and your family, and, that's where it happens, and that's where it's supposed to be. Well, maybe not. And that's just an example. It doesn't have to be that at all. But it's just to, the image to understand that, yeah, maybe you have to move, or yes, maybe it's a change of career, or yes, maybe that relationship is just not working, or maybe it is time to marry that person, or maybe, yes, you can have kids, right? It's the devil is you thinking that there's only one way, and that the shifts and the turns are really not for now, right? Or the codependency, right? The relationship that is codependent. It's the toxic attachment can be addiction, can be restrictions, can be that codependency. It's your shadow side, right? That is restraining you, holding you back from being the best version of yourself, holding you back from making those decisions or pushing forward into something new. It's It's the, you know, those negative patterns, the dependencies, the, you know, the thought patterns on relationships or behaviors, and and just feeling the feeling of feeling trapped, and that you know, it's about the duality and the choices of life. And sometimes we choose the path of instant gratitude, instant gratification, going back to what I was saying in the beginning, instant gratification on social media. And I have nothing against it. We're on YouTube, and it's fantastic in certain ways, but there is a sort of energy there where it has to be instant gratification for the ego, instant gratification for the money, instant gratification for the beauty. Everybody has to be perfect and beautiful and make money, and very quickly, right? It has to be that instant satisfaction, or else it's not normal. Well, sometimes we have to wait and be patient, right? And so it's, you're at that you're at that threshold, at that, you know, where you think, or maybe thought, that you didn't have any control over that situation, or you believe you need this, you believe you cannot break free of it, right? But deep down, you know it's to your detriment, or not what you want, or not feeling comfortable, right? And so as you acknowledge the hold that this has on your life, or this has on your way of thinking, you can bring these negative influences into your awareness, and sort of shine your light on that, and loosen up the grip, and just let go, and know that it's okay. You can go and build your own bubble. You don't have to depend on that person, on that relationship, or you don't have to depend on that family member, or you don't have to depend on that manager, on that boss. Yes, if you have to pay the bills, yes. I'm not saying just leave and that's it and magic is going to happen in the street. No, but it's building upon that, understanding what is negative for you, understanding what is blocking you, understanding why you feel the way you feel, why you feel you have to defend yourself, or you have to prove yourself constantly, or you feel like you're not connected, or you feel like things are going too slow, and you know, it's not opening up to the next step fast enough, or you're not understanding why it's not opening up, right? Shine the light on those patterns, and you will see that, you know, offers will come in. Yes, 5 of Wands, again, the battles, but then you keep going back, the nostalgia of that person, or the nostalgia of that place, or where you were in your childhood, right? And sometimes the triggers or the blockages are things from very, very far away, right? So from childhood, long time ago. It doesn't have to be something that happened yesterday, or it doesn't have to be a circumstances that you're living in right now. These blockages are in your mind. These ways are in your mind, or maybe what you were taught when you were a child, right? That is sometimes the battles in our mind, where okay, this is the way it is. It's always been like that, so this is the way my life is. No. Now, is it easy to shift and change? No. But once we're aware of what makes, of what is not comfortable, or what we feel is negative, or what we feel is blocking us, or why we have to prove ourselves all the time, right? Once we understand where that's coming from, or why we are feeling that way, that is when we can start changing and opening up to a bit of fresh air. And there we go. An offer there, messages coming in, and then you have success, determined to push forward. Capricorn, determined to push forward. Again, can be a Cancer here, can be a water sign, doesn't have to be. But here we are with the Chariot, boosting your confidence, boosting your morale. This, whatever, there's an offer here. Now, this offer, these are messages. It doesn't have to be a job offer, but this is a trigger of messages coming in that really, maybe someone from the past, can be, but I feel like this Six of Cups is the toxic there, right, with the devil, going back to that constantly, going back, right, circling round and round in your mind. Here we have the Chariot with the Page of Cups, which is really something unblocking the situation, and then there's no looking back with the Chariot. Free-spirited, right? Almost like the Fool. But the Chariot is when you're balanced, when you understand where you're going, the willpower, the determination, right? That you have set your objectives, you have set your mind, and now you're very clear on what you want. You understand what this is all about, and you understand what you don't want and what you do want and what you're building forward. Stepping forward in your energy, stepping forward in your life. And the objectives are right in front of you, and now you're channeling your powers with dedication. Once you've cleaned house and once you've understood what those blockages are and how and why they're blocking you, there is no looking back. You are powerful and bringing whatever it is that you want to bring to fruition, right? The commitment to achieve your goal. And you're going to succeed. You're going to succeed with this Chariot and the Empress. Powerful, powerful. Right? No time to be passive. Just draw upon your willpower and hone in on what is essential to you and just push through the obstacles in your way. And this is successful, but it's also very empowering, Capricorn, very empowering, because all of a sudden you realize what is most important for you and how you're building that to find your bubble. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did, Capricorn. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this reading, if you enjoy this type of reading. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.